Alright, peace and love, Capricorn. Hold on, let me try to dust this off. So peace and love, Capricorn. Y'all might as well have lunch with me, or dinner, whatever way you want to call this. So this is my first time at this restaurant. It's a soul food restaurant. I won't say the name because I got people that's obsessed with me, so I won't say the name. People start coming to the place, trying to find me, so I won't say the name. So I got the day off today, which is a beautiful thing. It was an unplanned day off, but it was a beautiful thing. I'm gonna wait till we get some time. I'm gonna wait till we get some time in here. Probably like 10 minutes, give people time to log on. And then I get in to my speech, right? I just left the computer store because I'm gonna get a new computer. I'm about to, do everything over as far as get ready to record this album that's gonna take over the world and make me and my kids rich. I'm single, I'm not married. It's the perfect time. See, I was married to a devil. I didn't even know I still was married to him. So somebody could have tried to take something from it that they didn't deserve. But now that the divorce went through, all praise to the Most High God, God is freeing up wealth to build generational wealth that can't nobody take or steal or try to take some shit that they ain't work for. Right? So I will show y'all my food though. Now, this is a soul food spot. Y'all know how I feel about soul food. Soul food is slave food. No ifs and buts around it. Soul food is where slaves made them in slavery. And, it was pretty much like the end, the butt of the joke. That we, us being creative. We make lemons out of, we make lemonade out of lemons. How is it? We make lemons out of lemonade. You know what the hell I'm trying to say. I can't even put that shit together in my mind, right? So, I'm gonna give people some time. I'm gonna get about 10 minutes. And we're gonna get into this reading. So the title is, God is moving you out of the way so they could get their karma. Now you might ask yourself, or y'all might be asking, MultiMahdi, what does that mean that God is moving you out of the way so they could get their karma? Well, let me not say too much. I'm gonna wait till we get to 10 minutes and then I'm gonna get into this reading, all right? But let me show y'all my food. So I'm in the soul food spot. It smell good, it look good, but it ain't good. But they do make vegetables and certain food without meat, without cheese, without milk, without eggs. So I made me a plate of food without those other ingredients. So that's how my plate look right there. That's how my plate look. I got chickpeas, I got cabbage, I got corn, I got some noodles. Right? So I'm sticking to my vegan diet, even though I'm at a soul food place, right? All praise to the Most High God, spirit guides, angels of the white light, and it was kind of expensive too. Before I eat this, all praise to the Most High God, spirit guides, angels of the white light. I ask you to bless the hands that made this food. I ask you to protect me from any type of bacteria or any type of germs that could be in this food. I ask you to let it hit all the places that it's supposed to hit to fulfill my body and keep me healthy and keep me strong. I consider that done in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So let's see what it tastes like. You know, when I move, not bad. Now when I actually move from this location, see, unfortunately, I'm in a situation where I can't even post my locations because I got enemies. That's how Young Dolph got hit up. He at the cookie shop. You know what I mean? Shout out to Young Dolph. He at the cookie shop. And he trying to support black business, right? He trying to support black business and use his fame to do good. And he put his location up. And he had enemies watching where he was at. And the people that he was actually helping was setting him up. Right? So he wound up getting murdered at a cookie shop because he put his location up because he was trying to help somebody out. So at the same time, I learned from that. I don't put my locations up, you know what I mean? Just because I got enemies. There's people that want to kill me. Am I worried about them? Fucking no. But do I move smart? Yeah, I don't put locations up. Find me, you want to kill me, you got to find me, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give you the heads up. That commends, now, to my chosen ones, everybody's situation ain't as deep as that, but people hate chosen ones. People hate chosen ones and they don't know why, right? They don't want, when you're cool with them, they cool, but they gonna always stab you in the back, right? They gonna always lie on your name. They always gonna talk about you behind your back. Like, there go a bird right there that just flew out of the fucking nowhere. Shout out to the bird. That's probably an ancestor right there. You know, time is on the clock when I seen that bird. 3:36. Yeah, 12. Okay, 12 is a number for enemies. 12 is a number for enemies. So ancestors already letting me know that they on my enemy's head anyway, right? So I got a needle all in my face right now while I'm eating. It's like there's no place that we can go. There's no place that we could go with the ice grill, without people looking, without people all in that goddamn life, without people being obsessed. There's no place to go. I can look up and it'd be a new motherfucker all in my face. So everybody want to pretend to be like they're the chosen ones, but they never know what the chosen ones really got to go through in life, right? Look at this shit. Let me show you real quick. See them two, what's the odds of that happening? See them two birds? Them is ancestors right there. They're letting me know that they on this shit. They are on the job. You gonna back your ass up though. I don't want to hurt y'all. I don't want to hurt y'all, but y'all not gonna jump at my food though. You know what I mean? Look, love y'all. Sorry, I ain't mean to swing at y'all. I ain't mean to swing at y'all. You jumping in my motherfucking food. So, excuse me, Lord. I ain't mean to swing at them. Somebody said, why do I have enemies if I'm so spiritual? Did Jesus have enemies? Did Martin Luther King have enemies? Did Malcolm X have enemies? See, you don't got enemies when you don't got no purpose on your life. You don't got enemies when your life don't mean shit. You just here passing time. You ain't here to change the world. You ain't here to change shit. But when you got a divine purpose on your life, yes, you're going to have enemies. When you're a chosen one, you're going to have enemies. When you're born with spiritual gifts, you're going to have enemies. When you're lit, when you're a star seed, you're going to have enemies. You're going to have enemies. So to the people that don't got no enemies, because you ain't no goddamn threat. So hopefully I answered your question. Tony Q-Tip. Hopefully I answered your question. So Tony Q-Tip, if you don't have no enemies and nobody, no type of opposition, you know, if you can't understand that, then that means you're not chosen. That means you're no type of threat to society. You're no threat to the norm. You're no threat. You're just like everybody else. You know what I mean? So if you understand, then you understand because you've been through it. But if you don't understand, this ain't the channel for you because it's for chosen ones. And I'm just being all honest with you. Why the Young Dolph? Why did people kill Young Dolph? Why was Nipsey Hussle? Why was Tupac? They left all these other motherfuckers, you know? They left all these other motherfuckers alive. But the guy that's independent, that teaching other people to be independent, the guy that's making money, the guy that's changing the game, that's who they kill. You know? They leave all these other little dumbass rappers alive, but they killed Nipsey Hussle, somebody that was teaching, somebody that was building up the community. Right? But we can learn from them. We can learn from them. See, I'm a Capricorn. A lot of Leos, my son is a Leo. A lot of Leos are like born stars. They shine. They get a lot of attention. So, if you understand, you get a lot of attention. If you shine bright, then there's polar opposites in life. It's light and dark. So if you get a lot of attention and you shine bright, you're also going to have a lot of people watching you that everybody that's watching you is not your friend. Everybody that's watching you don't love you. So, you know, if you ever watch the Frank Lucas movie with Denzel, he was getting money all the way up until he got caught with that mink coat. Then he got put on the radar. Then he fucking burnt and wanted to burn the goddamn mink coat up. Because all attention, not good attention. Right? So, me being a Capricorn, I get attention. You know, me being a light worker, or us being chosen ones, we get attention even if we don't want it. Because we chosen. But luckily, I'm a Capricorn, and I'm not the show-off type. I'm not the show-off type. I'm not the one in my ego that feel like I could go anywhere and put my locations up, knowing I got people that want to kill me. So I'm always on point. I think about every place where I go. I think about everything that I do ahead of time. You know? I'm not flamboyant with it and think I can't be touched. You know? So, yeah. So, appreciate you, Bobby Burnett. So, now I gotta speak in codes. First of all, I'm a man that wear many hats, right? I'm a psychic medium, right? That make me a target. That make me a target. People want to see me hit the lotto over 500 times. That make me a target. I can see what's going to happen in the future. I can see what's happening now. I can look into the past. I can see shit like that. That make me a target. Why did that make me a target? Because motherfuckers do shit in the dark. But I'm a seer, right? So it's a lot of motherfuckers do shit in the dark, but I can see it. It's a lot of people that try to hide and manipulate people, but you can't hide and manipulate me. Because I can see it. I can walk in a room and read the whole room. Right? I had a dream maybe like 2 nights ago. Like, oh, let me finish saying what I'm saying. So, I'm a man that wear many hats. So first of all, I work for God. I'm a psychic medium, right? I'm also a recording artist, right? I'm also a teacher. You know, I've been working with children and young adults for 20 years. As long as I've been making music, well, I started making music at 6, but I work for like corporations, right? Luckily, God moved me in this frame of my life as an independent contractor, so I work for myself. I sign contracts and work with kids, and they pay me a certain amount of money. And, you know, I pay my taxes at the end of the year. So I'm an independent contractor, right? For years, I worked in schools, right? Where I work with kids or young adults, and I had to work around groups of people. I don't like working with groups of people. I don't like groups of people, right? I worked in the school close to 20 years. I had to move to like 20 different schools because groups of people would lie on me, try to get me fired. Groups of people would conspire against me. You know, they would lie on me, they would hate on me, they would be jealous of me. When I was younger, I didn't know who I was. So I would be free like everybody else. Oh, these my coworkers, go out with people, clubbing. You know what I mean? Only to get backstabbed. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? God ain't, you can't be, when you're a chosen one, you can't be around, hear that on? You can't be around groups of people. You got to get in and get out, and God knew that. So he put me in a situation where I can work individually, where I don't have to be around groups. I mean, literally, I had bosses. That was jealous of me. People that made $200,000-$300,000 a year. Bosses that was jealous of me. You know what I mean? And I'm being honest, me being an educator, that means I worked with around a bunch of women my whole life. It's dangerous working around women. It's dangerous working around women. It's dangerous working around women. Bitter ass women. Women that's unhappy with men. Women that's unhappy with life. Now, there's some great women out there that are queens, that are great women, but it's more evil women than it is good women, because they ain't got burnt out by life, burnt out by men, and they literally, subconsciously, they hate men. They hate men, right? So when they see a man like me, first of all, you can't work with kids if you got a criminal record. So I don't fit the stereotype. You can't block me from a job because I'm educated and I don't have a criminal record. I've never been to prison. So you can't put me in the category as you a thug or you a bum or you a criminal. Yeah, if I was a bum, a thug, or a criminal, then I wouldn't be working with you. A lot of men can't work in schools because they have criminal records, or they was like a sexual predator. But that's none of that applies to me, right? So I'm able to work wherever I want to work in, right? And mind you, I grew up in the diaper system in some of the most fucked up neighborhoods. But working around women is dangerous. Working around women is dangerous, especially if you ain't trying to sleep with them. Now women, a lot of women, karmic women, they feel some type of way. They want a nigga all in their face. They act like they don't want niggas to try to talk to them or niggas try to holler at them, but they actually feel offended when they actually see a man that's professional and not trying to sleep with everybody and not trying to get their number or nothing like that. They feel some type of way, especially when they see that man getting other women outside of work. A lot of women want men that other women want. So when they meet a man that they work with that don't want them, you're a target. You're a target, right? So, you hear them sirens in the background, right? Bobby Burnett said, I've been rich most of my life. But, if you're a light worker, that's still that even make you a bigger target. That just make you a bigger target. So I always wanted to be free. Like everybody else, have friends, have co-workers, have friends that I could go out with. God didn't make me like that. They always wound up doing some hateful shit. The same people I help, like even at work, right? What I do online, I gotta keep to myself. I've made it a mistake of helping people with my psychic gifts, letting people know. He said, I've been getting the same message in my head as the title of this video. See, guy talking, right? So, if you're a light worker, if you're a chosen one thing that you don't understand, I'm a whole earth angel. I'm protected by the spirit world. People protecting me now that people can't even see. So therefore, if you're around me, you're protected, right? Spirit guides. We protect other people. Like, we could be in a house that's dangerous, but when we're in that house is protected because we in there. But when we leave that house, all hell break loose, right? So we block people from their karma because we are spiritual beings. A lot of us not even fully human. I know I ain't fully human, right? We are divine beings. There's a difference between a divine being, and a human being. Look at these goddamn birds up. Look at all these ancestors all around. You know what I mean? These birds kind of gangster too. They don't give a fuck. These birds gangster as shit over here. My ancestors don't give a fuck. That's just confirmation. What time is it on the clock? 3:48, 12 and 3:15. 15 is the number for the devil. Look at the bird right there. He don't even give a shit. 15 is the number for the devil. They already on the 15 is the number for the devil. He already on these niggas' head. You know? So, if you chosen, you can't be around people for too long. Because if you're around people for too long, they're going to start picking up that something different about you. They're going to realize that God got favor over your life. I hit the lotto like, what, 500 times already? You know, I could help other people hit the lotto, but when you tell people that shit, you know, one minute they love you because you could put some money in their pocket, but then the next minute they hate you because they don't got that gift. Right? So, meanwhile, what I'm saying is, we protect everything. Kids are safe around us. Everybody is safe around us because we spiritually protected. But the minute we leave, all that protection go away. Right? So when I say God is moving you out of the way so people could get their karma, it's because people been doing shit for people their whole life. People been conniving their whole life. People been lying, cheating, stealing, setting people up their whole life. But then they meet you. Then they meet you. Everybody meet their match. Then they meet you. Then they meet you, and they try that same shit on you, and all hell break loose. God is moving you out of the way so they can get their karma. Right? And sometimes y'all gotta be willing to get the fuck out of the way and let people get their karma. You know how many people I tried to save? You know how many people I tried to save? I talked to God, I talked to the ancestors. Like, I pray for people. When you're a light worker, your prayers are answered before these other motherfuckers. You know? Your prayers are answered before other motherfuckers when you're a chosen one. Right? So when we pray for people, God listen. When we touch people, we can heal them. We can heal people without touch. When we sleep with people, we can heal people without sex. So you gotta watch who you sleep with. Right? So, I believe the devil is a woman. I believe the devil is a woman, right? Not all women are the devil, but it's a lot of women that are devils. It's a lot of men that are devils. But in my case scenario, I never trust a dude anyway. But I don't trust women like that. Then you got good women. You got good spiritual women, but they rare. They are rare. That's why you could go on Instagram, you could go on Facebook, you could go on all these social media, and everybody selling their vagina. Everybody got their ass out. Everybody twerking. Everybody naked. Where God at? Where God at? They are temptation for men. Right? Here go a man trying to find God, and here go this big ass in church walking past him. Is that God or is that the devil? Right? Why? Think about the spirit of most of these women. They want to walk around half naked for what? For the attention of a man. They want the attention of man. So if you want the attention of man, so is it wrong when a man rape you? Yeah, but when a man rape you, you was putting that shit out there. You know? So I believe that you ever say, and what's worse than a bitter woman? You know how many kids that don't have a father? Not because the father didn't want to be a father, because the mother was a bitter ass bitch. That he ain't want to be with her. So she blocked him from the kid. She blocked him from being a father because he didn't want to be with her. Now the kid growing up his whole life without a father. You know, little black boys, you know, or men in general, or kids in general that grow up without fathers, but little black boys wind up going to prison. Could possibly wind up being gay. All this type of shit because they didn't have a male figure. And then what they do is they spend their life trying to replace that kid's father, right, with other men. And a little side note to the women out there that do dumb shit like that, a lot of men don't give a fuck about the kid. He don't give a fuck about the kid. He only give a fuck about the kid because he fucking you. The minute he stop fucking you, he'll take it out on the kid. Why? Because that's not his kid. That's not his kid. A lot of y'all that got niggas talking about he with your kid or they brought another man around your kid and he don't even take care of his own fucking kids. But he's supposed to be a great father of your kid, but he don't even take care of his own fucking kids. So I do believe like the devil could be in anybody, but it's a lot of demon-ass women out here. I've been working around women my whole life, and nothing worse than a woman that meets a spiritual man that don't want to fuck them. That's not attracted, that don't want their little stinking ass. That don't want to fuck them. Now they feel some type of way. You know what I mean? So, and I've been dealing with, I grew up, remember, I was the only boy in my family. I grew up in a house with 5 women. All of them wasn't shit. I got abused all the way up until I was 15 years old. I've been adopted 3 to 4 times, all women. All women. So don't tell me what a woman is capable of doing. I had a woman that adopted me that used to tie me up. They used to tie me up at night. Used to make her stand on her head. Used to beat me ass naked. Hit me in the face with a broom. All type of shit I've been through. A woman. Until I got old enough and I started whooping ass. Right? So don't tell me that I got issues with women. No, God put me in a position to see what type of spirit is in these goddamn women. Right? You know how many women try to get me fired from a job? You know how many women, I mean literally women, will get together, and especially these women that group up in groups, like a lot of these women is secretly gay. They hate men so much that they wish they had a penis. They secretly gay. Right? They're secretly gay. And then in words, there are a bunch of bitter-ass women getting together to talk about men. So I've seen it my whole goddamn life. You know? They get together and they talk about how men ain't shit, how men are dogs, but they forget to add the fact that what all the men that they ignored, that was good men, right? They forget to add the fact that the men that they choose is the reason why they saying men ain't shit. They dating niggas straight out of prison. They dating dudes that gotta come move into their house. They dating guys that don't take care of their kids. They dating guys that don't got a job. They dating gangsters. Gangsters kill people, so what the fuck he gonna do to you? Right? So, they don't say that shit. They don't say how they cheated on the good man with the nigga that ain't shit. They don't say that shit. They don't say that shit that they done slept with so many men that they got bad karma now. They got all these demons in their vagina right now. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about that. They want to act like they queens and queens of the world. No, well, that's not the fucking case for everybody. You know what I mean? Niggas, it is niggas that ain't shit, but I ain't talking about that right now. So, God is moving you out of the way so they could get their karma. Family members, friends, co-workers that you're around, that stab you in the back, that set traps, that talk shit, that try to get you fired from your job, that try to that stalking you on social media. You know what I mean? You know how many I heard these particular group of women talking about how I don't like men with hair on his face. I don't like men with brains in their hair. I don't like men with this. And they the ugliest shit in the world. Like, they literally ugly. Literally ugly. I have nothing attractive about this motherfucker. But they got all these demands on what type of man they want. That shit ain't never going. You're not even cute enough to get the man that you want. Right? You know how many women talk all this shit like they high value, and you go in their house and they bathroom dirty, their tub is dirty, their house is dirty, their life is dirty. They had multiple STDs because they keep sleeping with everybody. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And I ain't here to battle because there's good queens out there, but I ain't talking about the queens right now. There's niggas that ain't shit. We talk about the men. A karmic is a karmic, male or female. You know the motherfuckers, when you look nice, you got them little dirty ass niggas that be looking. You know how many niggas that be staring me down because I dress nice, I wear hats, and I'm looking handsome. And women like me, so they look at me with the stink ass face. Jealousy, envy, that's the devil. You know? So, to anybody going through situations with groups of people, know that if you chosen, unfortunately, you wasn't meant to be around groups of people. You was meant to lead groups of people. Huh? You was meant to lead groups of people. You wasn't meant to be around groups of people for too long. You was meant to drop your message off and keep it moving. And find people that vibrate like you, which is where light workers is only 144,000 of us. So it's hard to find people like you. Trust me, I know. There's more karmas and demons and devils and haters in this fucking world than us. They got us outnumbered, but we more powerful. Now, how I said, many are called, but few are chosen. And then, you know, as people, you see the lady that was cleaning up the table out here? Why you cleaning up the table? You seen the lady that was cleaning around me? Ain't nobody else sitting out here but me. And then they hear me talking. You know, then they hear me talking. People start hating when they hear me talking. They wonder who the fuck is he talking to on the phone. They mad because I'm talking in the phone. And then they hear what I'm saying and it burns their fucking soul. Because it fits some of these people. So, yeah, it's a lot of kids walking around with no daddy because mommy chased his ass away. There's a lot of kids walking around, they be like, man, they ain't shit. They don't take care of their kids. No, they don't want to fuck with the mother because the mother ain't shit. And I hope I ain't hurt nobody's feelings, but it's true. Some of y'all mad at your father because your father wasn't around because your mother wasn't shit. Like, how could dad just leave her? You heard your mother talk shit about your daddy your whole life, so you wound up hating your daddy, but you never heard daddy's side of the story. You never heard mommy was slept with his best friend or some shit. Mommy was a gold digger. Mommy, all she did was complain until you fucking left. You don't hear them type of stories. Well, it's people that put shit in people's food. It's people that sold people identity. Did all this evil shit. And they asked me, hey, could you pray? Could you see what the card's gonna read for me? And I'll read the cards and I'll be asking like, God bless them, Lord. God bless them, Lord. And then they see me and they get mad. It didn't work out for me. And then it don't work out for them. And then a couple months go by and they wind up doing some bullshit to me, and I know why. I was just sitting here to be your karma. God put me in your life. God put you in people's life to see how they gonna treat you. Like this day, God get tired of these motherfuckers. Like this ain't last time around. This ain't last fucking chance to do some shit to somebody. And he sent you. And you just be wearing, you be wishing the best. You can't even see it sometimes. You be wishing the best for people. And they go in and stab you in the back, and they're going to do that shit, and they still ain't fake. So, the message is that God is moving you out of the way so they can get their karma. And when God moves you out of the way, He's going to bless you with something new. He's going to bless you with something special, and all hell going to break loose. So, if these people teamed up with other people that was jealous of you, they all gonna get the fucking karma. That's why you gotta be a leader. That's why you gotta use your discernment. When people come talk to you about other people and try to pull you in some shit, you better use your discernment, because you gonna get that same fucking karma that person get. So, yeah. And I ain't here to bash women, because there's a lot of beautiful women out there. There's a lot of queens out there. There's a lot of God-fearing women out there. There's also a lot of demon-ass, bit-ass women too. How many kids I see that don't have fathers, and and then I get around the mother, you know, and I realize why the father not around, because the mother goddamn demon. I wouldn't want to be around either. Some women, all they do is destroy. They destroy everything they fucking touch. That's why everybody that they meet be fucking karmic, because it be their karma. Some women, they get in relationship with abusive men because it was their karma. gotta use their relationships to give them their karma. You know? A lot of women's karma is they never gonna find a man. They're gonna die old and alone and have to work their whole life. A lot of women's karma is they're gonna get married and they're gonna get a divorce. They're gonna find out every lover that they got cheated on them. You know? So I was out here by myself. That's why I was speaking. I was speaking.
Hey, what's up, baby? How you been? Small world. I didn't know you'd be in Harlem.
I know. I haven't been here in a while.
How's the family? Good.
You know?
Yeah, I just last week I'm down the point. That's my oldest son.
Father with his son. See that?
So family, sister, everybody good?
So, there's people out here now. I don't feel like people being all in the camera. So,
Take care, all right? Good to see you.
so before I go,
Now, here's the sad part.
remember,
10 or 12 years old. She cried up like she had no business. That man, he was not.
I said I wasn't looking at no asses. I was out here looking at asses. But that's my time, y'all. Remember, God is moving y'all out of the way so they can get their karma. So, something end when you have to move on for something, don't take it personally. You ain't here to be around certain people. You ain't here to stay. God got another mission for you. You know what I mean? Peace and love, y'all. What?